So now if you go in your package JSON file, like this, so you can close this, you go to the package JSON file, you can see that we got a new dependency here, express. Does that make sense? Okay, so we updated our package.json file and we added express. So if you go to the slides now, you can copy this and paste it here.
You upload the slide on this Slack?
Yeah, I posted the slides in Slack a few times already, but I can put it in again. Yes. Okay, I put it this slides in Slack. Class04. Is the project running now?
No, it's can you send the basic,
So
SQL folder?
yes, so it's the easiest things you can ever do. You create a new folder.
Can open it freshly. Yeah.
Did you create? You give me. You need to ping me back when you finish the operation. So create a new folder. Yeah. So when you're created, you say what's next, and then we do step by step. Because sometimes I go too quick, and then you miss a step or two.
You can call anything, right? Just the express, the express. Not space, right?
Call it Express server for example.
You paste this and then say calculating
One
sequence.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You probably have a plugin that calculates how much dependency you bring in.
Yes, he created this.
Oh, you create a folder. Nice. So now you go to the previous project where you had the package.json file.
Which previous one gets how many?
Any project. Yeah, the Babel one. You copy that package.json file. And you paste it in the folder you just created now. So now you should have a package.json file inside that folder. Now you terminal in that folder.
Inside the folder. Okay, from the terminal.
Yeah, you cd into that folder from your terminal. Now you're running npm install, right? So when it's done, you create a folder, call it SRC inside that folder. Yeah, or you can also do it now if you want. Create a folder SRC, pretty much like here. You see, I have Express server, and I create a folder SRC. And inside SRC, create a file called index.js.
This one.
Okay, now in the index.js folder, just write console log something, I don't know, whatever. So now you open the terminal and you do npm run watch. It's working, right? Nice. And open another terminal. And do npm start. I can see anything from that. Oh.
Still I don't
Yeah,
know.
npm, cd into the folder first. Yes. Top. Npm start. Boom. Money, right? Money in the bank. Cool. So you keep running the npm run watch. That will watch your files and compile on the go, and you have the npm start to run your application. Okay. So now, last step. So you align with all the rest. You go on Slack, copy go to the slides. Go to this slide number 36. Copy the code, this code here, and paste it in here. And now run npm start again. And you should end up to something like example app listening on port 3000. So when you are done with this, you go back to your browser, close all tab open, which is insane, and do localhost 3000. Okay, this should appear something like hello world. Probably Okay, you get a hello world? Yeah. Everyone is the same page. Okay. Excellent. Something is running very hard here. Probably let me check if this. Yeah, I think it's good time. Okay, cool. There's nothing I can do. Cool. So we got a very tiny application, a tiny Express application, okay? So let's review what's happening. First of all, we require the Express framework with the line number 1. Line number 2, we create a new app. This is app.get this one, get, is the method. So when you do get of this URL, respond with a string called hello world. In fact, when I do a get, the browser remember that the URL here does a get on this URL, it will respond with hello world. Okay. Cool. So if I change this and I save it, for example, and I refresh, no, I need to, stop and start my server. And I go back here, I get Hack Your Future. Okay? And those last 3 lines, they will run a server, and then when the server is running, they will console example app listing on port 3000, which is what you see here. Does make sense? So what if I do this? Remember that I need to stop and start the server. Yeah.
We will not write a query string here. Like a switch.
No, and I'll show you something else. If I do, for example, you stop with the Ctrl+C, or I don't know in Windows how do you stop it?
Ctrl+C.
Yeah, it's Ctrl+C. So this is the interesting bit, right? If I pass a query param, let's say name, okay. Yeah. Obviously, yes. Okay. Remember to stop and start this. So when I hit this one now, undefined, strange. Let me go out. Maybe it's not square, I think. I think it's query. Params is something else. Should be query, yeah. So if I do query.name, I will get Marco. So you see? So if I stop here and start again, I do query.name, I get Marco. So you see, I didn't have to parse anything. It was in the rec.query, there were my query params. So if I add a new one here, so this is slightly easier, right? So if I do, I don't know, age equal 32, save, and I go and stop, and I just show the entire query in this case. And I run this again. Sorry. Around this, I get both. Okay. So let's test this functionality. Create a new method, call it test, pass some query params, and display in the console log like I did. Remember that it's a request and not response. Yeah, watch out for that. I get confused sometimes. I say, okay, why request? But it's the request coming in, this one. And it's nice because you have auto-completion. Huh? So if you do rec.q, if you do just dot, then you can navigate into the properties of the object. So also that is quite interesting. Okay. Okay, let's try this functionality before we move forward, because also we have only 8 minutes. And then we have lunch break. Lunch break. We carry on with this. Yeah, sure, no worries. No, it's okay to understand. I can hear. Okay, now take a good rest and recover. Yeah. We basically will carry on and add some functionality to it. Yeah, no worries.
Thank you.
See you. You don't need this line. This is just for show you that there's auto completion.
I see you work that this is another page and then hello one. We have 2 pages there.
Yeah. Those are 2 different pages. This would be the index page. So this would be just with nothing. So if I remove everything, I get hello active feature, which will hit this one.
And we haven't created the HTML.
No. We are just sending text now. We are not sending HTML. We're not sending HTML. And but if I go to test here, like that, I go to the test page, which is this one. And this test page will return this. This is another page, which is this one. And also I'm console logging for me here the query params that I'm passing. So if I pass one more query params, like I don't know, weight. So weight is 91 kilos. So if I go enter, I will get weight as well. And you can see that everything, even numbers, watch out here guys, also numbers are parsed as string. You see 32 and 91, which are 2 numbers, they're actually string, because the browser doesn't know if you're typing a string or a number or whatever. Okay. Is everybody on this page?
But I wanted to test the results. That's different.
You wanna see this?
Yeah.
Yeah, just write some query params here, any. I'm writing, for example, query params name, age, and weight.
Type America, like gender.
Yeah, you can write anything.
But we are getting this free string.
Yes.
So in an object,
Yes.
when we convert into an array, then you could listen the.
Yeah, you can convert an array if you want to. It's not a, you can do object.keys. Then the object then it will transform the.
I don't know if I'm making them, but it tells me cannot get this.
Okay, so the query params, yeah, they're there. And then if you go in the console log, did you stop and start the app? Yeah, start. Remember that you need always to stop and start app if you do some modification. Or you can use a tool like NODEjs to monitor some changes in the file and then restart that. A lot of undefined. Let's see what they do now. What? No, remove this rec. Yeah, you copy that, but I said that I show the line just because I want to start again. Yeah. Okay. Now, if you go to the console log in the, you see you are getting an object that represents the query params in the URL. Is everybody on this? Okay. We will explore some few other functionalities of Express. How you can things get easier. Then we do post. And then we can post data. You can see that I will use Postman, which is a tool for post data to the Express app, which will simulate adding an item. And then we'll bring in the class shopping list, and we will actually put everything together. Alrighty? Cool. Let's have lunch.